little not nervous, but like I'm interested to see where this week goes and stuff.
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
like,
The anticipation is almost worse than it actually playing out. You know what I mean?
yeah. Like I just want to get there. It's like I'm waiting. Like it's always waiting.
Yeah.
Waiting for the next day, or waiting to get through this day, or whatever. Waiting. But I really would like a double eviction, just to like chop it down a bit.
Make it more defined going forward.
Yeah.
Like maybe less
I think
speculation.
that's the thing. Yeah.
I mean, as a fan, it's like double eviction's fun.
It is.
Might as well get her done.
It is fun. Yeah, we'll see. Lines will be drawn. That's for sure.
Absolutely.
It will be very obvious after double eviction where like everyone really stands. Do you know what I mean?
Because you can't hide it. You have an hour. It's just your cards are up.
Yeah.
Oh shit. It's tomorrow. Yeah, we're less than 24 hours away
Yeah.
from
I
live.
wish we knew if it was a double eviction. I feel like, I don't know. I'm hoping for it, but if not,
Yeah.
It'll eventually come.
If it is, just gotta deal with it.
Yeah.
It'd be so fast though.
I don't think that these guys' strong suits, though, are like trivia questions. Like, they're not very good at like remembering stuff. Bruno says that above all. But I mean, he's not going to be in it. At least not. If it's a double eviction, he won't be in the first, but he could be in the second, like trying for it, right?
Like he would be out of the first
Yeah.
competition, right?
But the second.
Second one he'd be back in. Yeah. You're right. We got... Yeah, if it's like mental, like a trivia question, I feel like we have the better shot.
I think so.
God, this place just like fucks with your mentality.
I know, eh?
It's like, why can't I just chill?
Huh?
It's like I can't even... It's so sick and twisted.
Yep.
And it's amplified for you because you are on sloth, obviously. And when I had my week, I was a huge baby. I couldn't do it very well.
No, you did good. And we've been really lucky. Like, we got to like participate in that movie with the candy and the chips, and then like last night, like, yeah, it was definitely a struggle getting through the day with like no food though, just to try and like be so high energy.
Yeah, absolutely.
But
It's tough to be social for sure.
it's still fun. Like, we still got to do a lot. Hey. And we got food at the end of it. Pardon me?
It's a different chair.
Yeah, I don't know where it came from.
Oh, nice. That's actually really sweet. Who hasn't done slop yet?
I haven't.
Johnny.
Sarah hasn't. Bruno hasn't.
Bruno. Just those three?
Yeah.
Gotcha. Slob is the worst.
Do you think tomorrow will be double eviction?
Possibly. I find it weird coming off of... no.
You don't think it will be?
No, I don't think it's weird, actually. I was going to say I think it's weird coming off of the failed double veto twist, but no, I don't actually.
I don't even think that's that weird. Like, I think it would be like a double whammy, if anything. Like, you have the opportunity to use a double veto.
Yeah.
And, like, it could be like the week of doubles. Double veto and double eviction. Like,
Could be.
who knows?
So you're saying
Really depends how they start the jury.
the first time they brought the veto in the U.S. season, you couldn't use it on yourself.
Yeah.
So would you play for the veto?
Everyone would play.
Everybody would play.
Everyone. The whole house. and if you won, even if you were on the block, you couldn't save yourself.
Yeah.
So you could just hold it and save the person beside you if you wanted to, hoping that someone else, maybe more advantageous for you to stay, would go up on the block, or you wouldn't use it. So it wasn't used very often. It was used, well, once right at the very start. Jerry saved Marcellus off the block. It was a touching moment.
Oh yeah, because he thought he was put up for like homophobic reasons.
Yeah, and he wasn't. It was kind of dumb, but
kind of a Paul Jackson moment, right?
absolutely. And then at the very, very end, the veto went golden when it was the last veto, when there was 5 of them left.
Yeah.
Marcellus wins and chose not to use it on himself.
The one
And
time-
sent home.
Oh my
The one time
God.
you can use it on yourself.
Yeah, and then from that point moving forward, season 4 moving forward, it's been golden.
And everyone played in season
Why would you not use that on yourself? If
Yes,
you could
4
finally do
and
it?
5, everyone. No. Yes. 4, everyone played, I think. Season 5 is when they implemented that only 6 people will compete.
Yeah.
Season 4 may have been that way too, I can't remember. And then that was when the 6-fingered plan, the backdoor, was born in season 5.
Yeah. And then from there, it's been standard.
And then season 6 they implemented the draw, the random draw, to eliminate the backdoor, or attempt to eliminate the backdoor as much as possible.
The draw.
Yeah.
Cold. Super cold. All right, I'm over it.
You're over it.
I've been out here for a while.
Have you?
Yeah, I finished my coffee. I ate some salsa. I thought you were coming out like way earlier.
I was going to. I ended up on the couches out there. What a lazy day today.
There's something.
So good in the fresh air.
Definitely cooled down since earlier.
Yeah, it has. So am I going?
As of right now,
Yep.
the vibes I'm getting from people are pretty grim.
Pardon me, yeah.
I've had to be honest.
Yeah. Pitch is not enough.
The pitch is very convincing, but for me to sell it to those guys who are, it's tough. And the girls, they don't want to vote out a girl.
What up?
Hey, buddy.
What's those, anybody?
No thanks.
You're always eating.
It's got a ball down.
Always eating.
Just thought I'd offer some to people before I eat this whole bag.
Thanks for that, everybody.
Nick wasn't good for it.
Essentially, that's the vibe I got. Because you like talked to Ashley, right?
I talked to Ashley last night in the hot tub,
Yeah.
and I talked to her just briefly today again.
What was the vibe today from her?
I just sort of checked in, just been like, I know you don't want to vote out a girl, but
Yeah.
Sarah will flip, I'm telling you.
I believe you.
I have no reason to lie at this point. Like,
Absolutely.
why would I say something like that as I'm going out the door just to stir the pot? Like, that's not, it's so stupid.
Yeah. I can't lie to you. The vibes I'm getting from people are pretty grim.
It is what it is. Nothing I can do. That was my last ditch attempt. Only a crazy twist can save me now.
Canada's veto one time, please.
This would be the time for Canada's veto. They'd be so disappointed that double veto didn't get used. They're like, well, we're now going to give you the opportunity to use a Canada's veto because the double power veto was not used this week.
So where did this gummy bear thing take place?
I I came out of the DR. It was the night
Was
we
it?
had.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought it was out here.
it was out here. I came out of the DR and Sarah's waiting for me. It was like at 3:30 in the morning, 3 o'clock in the morning. Oh my god, helicopter! It's super cool. It's super close. Like they probably see us.
Yeah, absolutely.
I come out of the DR. It's like 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
Sarah had just been in there. I'd waited for her. She would wait for me. And she comes out, she goes, a big smirk on her face. And I'm like, what's up? And she's like, oh, I've been just playing around with the gummy bears. I'm like, eating them? And she's like, no. And she's like, like thinking about next week. I'm like, oh. And she's like, well, let's go into the backyard. So she grabs gummy bears. We go into the storage room and grab the gummy bears. She pulls out specific colors.
Yeah.
And then we grabbed one of the OxyClean, the ones that stick on the basket. And we
Yeah.
flipped it over. And we went and sat under a camera so that it could get us good. And she literally we laid out the gummy bears and she just broke it down.
It's fucked up. And her words were like the 3 white bears.
3 white were Godfrey, Bobby, and Bruno.
Yeah.
The 2 yellows were her and P.
Yeah.
She had 2 oranges. One was JP, one was Willow. Then she had you and Zach were green, and Peely and Ash were red.
So couples.
And so then she arranged them like this: red, red, green, green, orange right beside one
Yeah.
green. Willow was down here. B and her, the 2 yellow, or orange, and then the 2 yellows were here.
Yeah.
And then the white, white, white. So then she started playing scenarios out. So, she
So whatever
goes,
group gets power, whether it's that one or this
Or
one,
this
she
one.
can just choose. She'll just move
these
the
2
bears.
will go there. These
Yeah.
2 will go there. And then the thing is, like, Willow moves with wherever the majority is, right?
Yeah.
So she just, and so Sarah says the best bet is first she said, if I win HOH.
Yeah.
She goes, this is what I would, or no, first she said, if they win HOH, when Godfrey or Bobby
Yeah.
win HOH. So she says someone like Willow doesn't want to win HOH because it forces her to sort of make a,
Yeah.
and that's not
Do
what
you
she's
think
going
Will's
to
been
do.
throwing them?
I don't think she's been throwing them, but I don't think she's necessarily been trying as hard as.
Okay.
I don't think it wouldn't make sense if that's in fact how she's playing. It doesn't make sense for her to win because then she has to draw the line in the sand.
Yeah.
She says if one of them win, she goes, I go to them with P and say to them, listen, we're willing to help you take out some big targets on the other side.
Yeah.
Let's put up Zach and Kevin because if we put them up, it guarantees one of them go home. Even if one uses the veto and comes down, we throw up a girl instead.
Yeah.
And that's it. And so say one of them wins, so that leaves 2 left to vote. B and Sarah. Willow will float over.
Yeah.
Willow is connected to Bobby, and that's pretty apparent already.
Absolutely.
5 votes forces a tie. That's it. That's all you need.
Yeah.
Then she said, if I win, she says, I do the exact same thing. That's what she said. And then replacements would be, she said Peely would be the replacement. So she said would be the replacement. But she says, if Peely wins it or whatever, then it's Ashley's replacement is Matt.
Yeah.
So it doesn't matter. One of the girls go up. She did also say that with JP. JP is good with Bruno,
Yeah.
right? And that she would threaten JP and say to him, listen, you either come with us or you're in danger. And then, so she was like, and that just adds another number on their side.
Yeah, exactly.
Then she said, if the other people win, her and B come right back up here with you guys.
Yeah.
Everything's good. You guys take a stab at the other side. And then when the dust settles, based on the next week's HOH,
She can do it all over again.
They can do it all over again, and for them, they can keep swinging back and forth.
Yeah. That makes sense.
It
It's
makes
pretty
perfect sense.
It's pretty logical.
It was so good with gummy bears too. Like that with live feeders, are gonna fucking love that.
I believe it.
The gummy bear strategy.
The gummy bear breakdown. If I survive next week, I might have to do a gummy bear session.
We haven't eaten them all by then. So funny. And then she was just playing other scenarios, like, the what if Willow wins came up, and then it's like, well, it doesn't make sense for someone like Willow to win, so.
Yeah.
But she did say if Willow won, she wouldn't be surprised if her and B went up on the block.
No. Willow's all about girl.
I don't know.
Well, I can't read Willow ever. I have no clue.
She's all over the place. It's working. She's on no one's radar.
Yeah. It's really good for her.
And then just the fact that Bruno brought up the couples when I went to go talk to him about being nominated, like before nominations.
Yeah.
And then the very next day Willow brings it up was very telling. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Absolutely.
Very telling.
Absolutely.
And then the jealousy thing with B yesterday just solidifies the fact that she'd have no problem flipping.
That's crazy.
Everything was like, it's funny, I was drunk yesterday, but I just steadily watching everything, and you can just see everyone's, like, B's face all night long. Just the things she continued to say all night long. She's even saying them today still, too.
That, like, as soon as Ashley goes, Zach's right back to her.
Mm-hmm. Like,
that's crazy.
I know. That's insane.
That's
super insane. So.
You must have been, like, a little shocked to hear those things.
Me?
Yeah.
It surprised me, but it didn't at the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I knew something was up. Somehow she was able to keep herself safe this week, and somehow Sarah and I were the number one target. I was target number one, and Sarah was just up for the ride.
Yeah.
Didn't seem right to me. And then I started to think, and I'm like, oh, she probably just sold me out. Like, she probably just said that it was Johnny's idea, and she probably did the same thing to G. Said to him, well, Johnny came to us with a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. So that's what Johnny was...
Blamed it on me, Johnny, when really I had no idea what was going on until, you know, I had won the veto.
Yeah.
That's when I was told, well, you pull off Kevin, we put up G.
Yeah.
I didn't have any idea I didn't even know you were going up.
I didn't until minutes before.
I just knew that Bobby and you were, like, I just knew that, but when Bobby and you went up, I knew Bobby was going up. I didn't know you were going up, but
Yeah.
she told me that, what were her words here in the hot tub night? She told me to act, but then she told me, initially, my nominations will look, she said, my nominations will make sense. Actually, it'll look like, you know, it's just revenge or something like that. But she
Yeah.
goes, really, there's a bigger plan. That's what she initially said. And I assumed that meant Bobby. Wasn't 100% she would put you up, but...
Yeah. So your pitch makes sense. Like, instead of having Sarah as the swinger back and forth, you just make
I'm not going to swing. I'm not
a
gonna
brand new gummy bear and put it there.
That's all right. You take the yellow that's
Yeah.
paired with B, that makes 2.
Yeah.
And I just come, you pair me with JP, that's 6 strong.
Yeah.
And that's the thing, I don't want to work with someone like a Bobby. I can't fucking stand that he stood up in front of Canada and said he doesn't want to win HOH. It makes me sick.
Yeah.
Physically sick.
No one was thrilled with that.
Like, absolutely physically ill to my stomach. If I was a viewer at home, like...
You'd be like, how did this guy get a spot?
Honestly. I don't think I'm going to win HOHs for a while. Don't want to get blood on my hands. Then why the fuck are you playing Big Brother? Seriously. That's how this game works. And here I am, ready to, like, I've got a fucking machete in my hand. I'm ready to gut a pig.
Absolutely.
And, like, smear the blood on my face like Willow did with the paint yesterday. Like, I'm ready. And all this talk today about all of the people volunteering for slop. Fuck, if I stay and I win HOH next week, Bruno, Bobby, Godfrey, and Willow will go up.
Follow you once again.
I'll throw Willow up just so she's fucking miserable all next week. No, that's not how this works. We take turns. Fuck that shit, take turns. What the hell? We want people to be weak when they play in competitions.
Yeah.
Where's everyone's heads at? Fuck.
Yeah.
Pull your head out of your ass. I'm not scared to do that shit. People put up their hands. I volunteer. No, put your hands down. That's not the way this works. My decision. No volunteers. You.
You could just like rub it in too.
No, I wouldn't rub it in. I would just be like, that's it. And then when they'd be mad, whatever.
Yeah.
It's just the way this game works. Since when did people have to be like, fuck? And, I mean, like I said before, it leaves me here in the game, leaves me as public enemy number 1 for the other side, and it only puts 2 of you at risk each week. 1 as the initial nominee, and 1 as a replacement if I come down. Rather than 3 of you being open at risk right off the hop, and every time. And they will continue to put me on the block. Especially if I'm gonna fucking throw people up on slop.
The picture will be there every time.
Every single time. Get used to seeing my mug up there. And then hopefully each time I don't have a fucking bogus power veto to play in. When I can actually win.
Yeah, one that actually has a 0% chance. I mean, I'll throw it back at Ken Ash, just like the girl thing is like really on their mind.
Girl things on their mind, but if the girls are willing, if
That's
Sarah and B are
not-
gonna go against them, why would you have any loyalty to them?
Doesn't even matter. I hear you, man.
Bah.
I'm gonna go back
Yeah, yeah.
to the Big Brother Canada house.
Yup. Could be my last night. Nice.
Here you go.